I just want to say from the beginning, forgive the noise. Alright, y'all, so today I'm going to be watching a workplace injury video. Now, these are definitely gruesome, okay? They not for the faint of heart, but just to show you. So hopefully somebody can learn from these videos. Oh, let me shout out the channel. Hold up now. The channel is Fail to Fix. Please subscribe to their channel. Help them out. Subscribe. Alright, let's check this out.
On a busy factory floor, a worker attempted to cross in front of a stack of wooden boards that was about to be pushed out from a machine. But as he reached midway, the machine released the boards with sudden force. The stack pushed forward, and the worker became trapped. Fortunately, the operator reacted quickly. Seeing what happened, he immediately reversed the machine, pulling the boards back inside and setting the worker free. What could have become a severe accident turned into a close call, thanks to the operator's fast response. This incident highlights the importance of never crossing in front of active machinery or move.
Right, you definitely don't walk in front of active machinery, but my man who had the computer just like it's another day in the damn warehouse. Like, bro, your man back there just got smushed between that heavy thing, that heavy bond thing. Like, what are we doing? Pay attention. Get some medical or something. Like, he was not paying no mind.
Moving loads. Workers must use designated walkways and wait until machines have completely stopped before passing through. Operators should always stay alert and ensure the area is clear before releasing any materials. By respecting safety zones and following procedures, workers can avoid placing themselves in danger, and factories can keep both production and people safe.
Nah, I'm not working around on people.
Inside a wood factory, a forklift approached while carrying a tall stack of wooden boards. The operator lowered the load near a worker who was focused on his own task just a few steps away.
Sorry, I know we about to get into it, but people just be so oblivious to their surroundings. It makes no sense. So oblivious. She has no headphones in. I don't know if she got ear protection or not or whatever. Maybe she do because of the machinery and stuff like that, but did not just do a little swivel. Swivel. You know, that before she even got where she at, she saw the forklift moving. Like, where do you think he going or what he doing? I would be watching him just to make sure he don't come near me. These people are nuts.
At first, everything seemed routine, but as the forklift set the boards down, the stack shifted and slid, making contact with the worker beside it. The situation quickly turned serious. Nearby workers rushed to help, but the load was too heavy to move easily. In an urgent attempt, one worker grabbed a piece of wood to use as leverage and tried to lift part of the stack. Their quick thinking showed teamwork, but it also highlighted how unprepared the group was for such an emergency. This incident reminds us that stacked materials must always be secured before being moved or lowered. Workers should never remain close to suspended or shifting loads. Forklift operators must ensure stability, and clear safety zones should be maintained so no one stands within reach of the cargo. In emergencies, trained procedures and proper lifting equipment are far more effective than improvised methods. By planning ahead, keeping clear communication, and respecting the power of heavy loads, workplaces can prevent accidents and keep everyone safe. Inside a busy work area, several workers were focused on their jobs. One worker was welding, carefully working on a metal piece. Nearby, another worker sat on a gas cylinder, treating it as just another seat while waiting.
Just blow your nuts up. That's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
At first, everything seemed normal, and the team continued their tasks without concern. But then, without warning, the cylinder began to leak. Pressurized gas escaped rapidly, and the cylinder started to move with force across the floor. What seemed like an ordinary moment instantly turned into a hazardous situation, putting everyone in the area at risk. This incident shows why gas cylinders must always be treated with extreme care.
This guy right here in the red. This dude. He is so lucky he wasn't standing. He would have got his legs literally blown off. That was crazy. I never seen that. Like, yeah, that was just crazy. That was crazy. Imagine being over here, just like driving your car, and you see that come through your windshield or your window. Boop out.
Should never be used as seats or left unsecured. Cylinders must be stored upright, fitted with protective caps, and kept away from sparks,
Like
flames, and welding
There's
activity.
so many buckets and
Regular
like those
checks
jugs
for
over there.
leaks
You could have
and
sat
proper
on one of them,
handling
or one of
training
the
are
scooters.
essential to prevent dangerous accidents. Inside a foam storage area, large rolls were neatly stacked, and workers were busy arranging and
Foam?
inspecting them.
Is that heavy?
Everything
is
seemed
rolled up
normal,
like that?
another routine day with the team focused on their tasks. The atmosphere was calm, and nothing suggested that danger was nearby. But then, without warning, one worker went near the stacks and carelessly ignited a roll. In an instant, flames erupted.
Why you
The fire
ignite it?
spread rapidly from roll to roll,
Why would you do
fueled
that?
by the highly flammable material. This incident highlights the critical importance of strict fire safety in storage facilities. Foam rolls must always be kept away from ignitions.
Okay. So number one, I would have came for, if this was my business, I would have came for him and his family because you're gonna pay for all of that. Like my man work here. Why are we lighting stuff on fire? Like what is the reason? 90% of people are just dumb. Like this dude is dumb. Like looked around. Like dog, you work here. Like what you thought was gonna happen? It's foam. Like what did you think was gonna happen?
Sources, and workers must never bring open flames
look at
or
the flame on
sparks
the-
into
Damn!
storage areas.
Hold up.
Inside a
That looked like it was like instead of foam, that was like gasoline or something. Damn.
brewery, a worker noticed beer beginning to leak from a nozzle. Instead of shutting down the pressure valve or using the proper tools, he placed his hand over the nozzle to try and stop the flow. But the pressure inside the
Did it blow his
system was
hand?
too strong. The liquid burst out with immense
Wait.
force, and his attempt to contain it only made the situation worse.
Okay.
The
Lady,
result
what
was
are you
not
doing?
only wasted product, but also the risk of equipment
Grab a
damage
cup,
and unsafe
start
working
drinking.
conditions. This incident
She's
shows
trying.
why it's never safe
It's so dumb to
rely
try to
on
like,
quick
what are you
fixes
doing?
when dealing with high pressure
Close the
equipment.
valve.
Valves, gaskets, and pressure
no
regulators
valve?
must always
Right,
be
or
properly
regulator.
maintained, and only the right safety procedures should be used to control.
To tell you the truth, I thought his hand, I thought his skin came off. I thought his skin came off his arm when I hit him. But it didn't. It didn't. It just was his hand. All that wasted beer going down the drain. Fired.
Leaks. Workers should be trained to shut down
Right,
the
they're
system
just standing there,
instead
like,
of using
shut it
their
down.
hands or body to block the flow.
Look at these dumb. I hate people. They're so
Inside a
dumb.
paper
They're
factory,
just
a
so
worker
dumb.
approached a large roller machine that was still in operation.
No,
In an
God,
attempt to
please.
adjust something near the moving rollers,
Please,
he
God,
placed
no.
his hand too close.
No.
The rollers immediately pulled his hand into the
No.
mechanism.
No.
What seemed
Oh,
like a routine task became an emergency
his
in
hand?
seconds,
Is that his
showing
hand?
how dangerous it can be to interact with machines while they are running.
He did.
This incident
He
reminds
did.
us that machines
did.
with moving rollers should never be handled while
He
in
did.
operation.
Why would you?
Lockout-tagout procedures, proper guarding, and clear safety training
Dog.
are essential to prevent such accidents.
Hold on. Like, what happened? Like, it was so fast. He definitely did, though. He ain't even moving. He dead.
Lockout-tagout
Hopefully he not dead, but like, what, he got his arm ripped off? Yeah, his arm came off. Look at that. Damn! Let me just put my hand in this giant roller thing right here. Let me just do that. Let me just touch something on it. Hopefully he makes a full recovery.
procedures, proper guarding, and clear safety training are essential to prevent such accidents.
Did they hit the machine? Turn the machine off.
On a busy production floor, large rollers were running as workers carried out their usual
Who's
tasks.
that?
Everything appeared normal, and the fabric moved steadily through
Yo,
the
the rolls
machine.
be so
But
heavy.
then one worker stepped closer to the rollers. To adjust
Look
the
at him.
fabric,
What did you
he placed
step
his
over?
hand directly on the moving
Why
material.
would you
a simple
touch the
action,
material?
but a
Dog.
critical mistake.
Look at this dude.
In an
He about to get
instant,
sucked
the
in.
rollers pulled the
Dead.
fabric tighter, and with it, his hand was drawn toward the moving mechanism. The powerful force of the machine made it
Yo.
impossible to pull back,
Oh my
turning
God,
a routine
he did.
adjustment into a dangerous
Oh my
situation.
God.
This incident reminds us why roller machines must never be touched or adjusted
Never.
while in motion.
Never.
Workers
Is he
should
a
always
mechanic?
stop the machine completely before
Hold
attempting
on,
to...
dude. I mean, seriously, we people out in the world, you got to do better than this. What is this? Look at this thing. Like, who would want to touch that? And for, like, why? I don't get it. Like, what's there for you to touch? You know what I mean? If it's like just a roll of paper, what's there? What did he see? It's rolling like, it's probably like rolling so fast or spinning so fast. What is there to touch? Somebody in the comments, please let me know. What is there to touch? What is he touching? What is it? Like a... No.
line fabric. Tools and safety devices, not hands, should be used to guide material. Lockout tagout procedures, protective guarding,
That's
and clear
another thing.
training.
I used lockout tagout at different jobs. Like, you got to put your lock on it so you make sure somebody don't come behind you and then turn the machine on you working on or you in. Do they even have lockout tagout out here or wherever they at? I mean, number one, he shouldn't even have been touching it. It was still on. Like, what is he doing? Shouldn't even be touching the machine. Hopefully he made a full recovery.
Are essential to prevent such accidents. By slowing down to follow safety steps, workers protect
Damn, you
themselves.
can't even hit a
their
button to turn it
co-workers,
off. You got to
and
do
the
like what?
production line.
Is it a button for them? I don't know.
Inside a busy production area, employees were focused on their tasks while a forklift was transporting materials. Everything appeared normal, but as the forklift moved through the path, a worker unaware of its approach attempted to cross.
Look out! Oh.
The forklift came too close and made contact with the worker. What started as an ordinary moment instantly became a serious safety concern. This incident shows why clear communication and situational awareness
even this
are
dude,
critical
my
in
man's
factory
sitting right
settings.
here. Like, you don't see this dude
Forklifts
walking
should
over.
always use
Hey, yo, bro,
horns,
hold on. Yo, the
lights,
forklift
or
right there.
alarms
Just stop.
to
Hold
alert
on.
nearby
Hold on.
workers.
Look, what is
Pedestrian
he even doing?
walkways
What is
must
this
be
guy
clearly
doing?
marked,
And he should have been
and
looking too,
workers
because
should
the
be
driver
trained
should have been
never
paying
to cross
attention.
without
You ain't never
making eye
backing up
contact
like
with the
without looking.
operator.
Even if somebody walk out,
By
you
following
still
these
looking that
precautions,
direction.
the chances of such close
Hit the
calls
brakes.
can be greatly reduced. Inside the factory, a crane lifted a heavy bucket filled with molten metal and positioned it above a container. The operator began tilting the bucket
this
to pour
slag?
the
I think that is
content
slag.
as usual. But suddenly, one of the bucket's supports gave way. Instead of flowing neatly into the container, the molten metal spilled out and splashed across the factory floor. In an instant, the entire work area turned into a dangerous environment. This incident highlights why equipment used for molten metal must be inspected regularly and maintained without compromise.
Right.
Supports, hooks, and tilt mechanisms should always be checked for wear before lifting a load.
Right. Right.
Inside a textile factory,
Oh my
a female
God, another
worker was
roller?
preparing to
Girl,
operate
back
a
up.
large roller machine.
Back
She
up.
started the rollers, just as she
Not
had
her.
done many
Not her.
times
She got
before.
nice sneakers on.
At first, everything seemed
her.
normal.
Oh, no,
The fabric
no,
moved smoothly,
no, don't
and the
do it,
machine
don't do it,
appeared to be
please.
working correctly.
She gonna do it.
To ensure the fabric was aligned,
do it.
she
She
placed her hand on the material, guiding it from one side to the other.
You can touch it.
This
Stop
was something
touching
she
it.
had done often, and it didn't seem unusual. With the machine running steadily, she slightly increased the roller speed to continue production.
Let's speed it up, then touch it again.
After that, she again tried to
The
place
rag.
her hand on the
The
fabric,
rag or
moving
something.
it across to make sure it was flowing without issues. But in that moment, her hand moved too close while the fabric was feeding in. The rollers caught the material, and with it, her hand was pulled toward the moving mechanism.
Oh shit!
The routine
Shit!
task she had carried out
Shit!
countless times suddenly turned into
Oh
this incident high reminder. Roller machines must never be adjusted or checked while they are in motion. Even experienced workers are at risk if they rely on routine rather than safety protocols.
right.
Machines with rollers should always be fitted with protective guards, and workers must be trained to use lockout-tagout procedures before making adjustments.
Lockout tag out.
Additionally, operators
showed
should
that.
use tools, not hands, to guide fabric while the rollers are active. In any factory, safety must come before speed.
Hold
Following
up.
proper
Hold
procedures
up.
ensures not only smooth production, but also the well-being of every worker on the floor.
Wait a second. All right, we're just gonna check it out one more time, cause like, I never seen that before. You know
without
what I mean?
issues.
Like that's.
But in that moment, her hand moved too close while the fabric
Yeah, let's
was
touch it.
feeding
Let's
in.
touch the big
The rollers caught the
machine
material,
roller
and
thing.
with it, her hand was
Oh!
pulled toward the moving mechanism.
Oh!
The routine task she had carried out
It looked
countless
fake.
times
It
suddenly
looked
turned into
fake.
a dangerous situation. This incident highlights a critical reminder.
It looked
Roller
fake.
machines must never be adjusted or checked while they are in motion. Even experienced workers are at risk if they rely on routine rather than safety protocols. Machines
Never.
with rollers should always be fitted with protective guards, and workers must be trained
Never.
to use lockout-tagout
True.
procedures.
Hold on. Never will I work at one. Never. Ever will I work at a factory. Never. After seeing that. Never. Never, never, never. Dog, like, it was like, I don't even, y'all saw it. You saw it. I'm not even going to repeat it because you saw it. Okay. I'm going to end it here. That's it for this video, okay? Till the next one, just be safe at work. Be paying attention, people. Don't be stupid. Pay attention and be safe. All right, I'm out.